Okay, so here I am in the beaches of Port Sanilac on my vacation. I decided to come home for my vacation. Took me about 17 hours to get here. A 12-hour drive yesterday. I had to stop at a motel because I was tired and it was freaking dark and I just wanted to sleep. And another 5 hours today. And I decided to go from Minnesota up through the UP rather than down through Chicago because I don't feel like driving through Chicago. Ain't nobody want to drive through Chicago. I was getting kind of infuriated just driving through Green Bay. I can imagine Chicago would be a nightmare for me. And so, again, here I am. I've come to mostly pick up my stuff, but also just to say hi to some old family members and friends and stuff like that. Experiencing old times kind of here on the Port Sanilac. So not a lot has changed. My old job is closed down though. But anyway, you go through, you get like the TomTom tells you to tell right somewhere in Green Bay and you don't, so you got to go all the way around. Like there's a couple of roundabouts over there. I think that's actually in the town next to Green Bay. And then I go on the highway going the opposite direction. It tells me go that way for 182 miles. I'm like, what? So I pull over, I stop, I get off the next exit, I go to a gas station, I just sit there. Okay, where am I at? What do I do? And then I guess doing that allowed the TomTom to rethink its life decisions, and so it recalculated a much more accurate and better path for me to take. And then, when I was driving through the UP, it was just a whole bunch of nothing, a couple of smaller regular highways that go on for like 100 miles or something like that. A couple of gas stations in between. I didn't have any troubles with that, thankfully, and a truck that gets 14 miles to gallon. But I didn't have too much troubles finding gas out there. But the real trouble came at night. I passed all the motels and I was still good to go. And then I had 200 miles ahead of me. And by the end of that, I was frantically looking for a hotel, and I didn't find one until I got to St. Ignace. Yeah, the town right just above the Mackinac Bridge there. And I got lost in St. Ignace. I ended up circling around the residential areas. I ended up pulling into a courthouse, turning around, and a cop came out of the courthouse. He pulled me over. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Sir, I've been on the road since 10 a.m. And it was like 10 o'clock at night by this point. Like, I've been on the road since 10 a.m., bro. Like, I just need a motel. Any motel will do. I'm very tired. I'm not from around here." And he was trying to pull up the map on my phone, trying to show me. I was too tired. I couldn't comprehend this. So he basically told him, "Okay, do a U-turn. You see where the street light is right here? Take a right. And then when you see a stop sign, go left. And then that'll lead you up to the Burger King and whatnot. And across the street from that's a Super 8. And check in there." It's like, "Okay, thank you." And that's exactly what I did. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep, like maybe 4 hours. But that's enough to take the 5-hour trip from Mackinac to Port Sanilac. And on the way, I was on the expressway. I was in the right lane, and then all of a sudden that turned into the lane to go onto the exit. So here I am sitting there, oh crap, noticing when it's too late that I'm going on the exit. No! So I have to drive through some crappy highway that doesn't seem to be all that maintained. And then that road was closed, so I had to make my detour into Saginaw. So I was driving around the residential areas of Saginaw itself. And that was fun. I mean, there's like the residential areas there. For those of you who don't know, like there will be like if there's a stoplight, the cars will be backed up like 2 blocks, right? Like two blocks is when you have to stop for the stoplight, right? And the thing kept wanting to redirect me to the highway that was closed, and I was like, no. So I was like, well, okay, here's a road right here. It's not really it's kind of busy and it's a straight line, so I'm just gonna follow that this way. And eventually it led me to just a regular old state highway that led me right into Port Sanilac, M46. Right, that goes from Port Sanilac into Saginaw, and that's the road I ended up on. I probably put an extra 20 minutes or something onto my time by doing that. But, you know, I mean, driving through Saginaw, that alone was kind of a cool experience. You know, I'm not exactly in a rush here. I am on vacation for a week and a half. So, you know, it didn't really bother me that much. But still, I was like, ah, what am I doing? And then like about an hour before I actually got to this Port Sanilac, I had to take a shit. I didn't stop, but there were a couple of farts in there that felt like I took a shit. And thankfully I did not take a shit, but I took a shit. And here I am in Port Sanilac. And I just saw a yacht go by. There was a topless woman on there, and she flipped me off because I was looking. I was like, well, I mean, if you come into port topless, don't get mad when people look, right? You can't complain when you do that shit. Anyway, so that's you know, the worst part of it was going through the UP at night, though. There's like 200 miles of pretty much nighttime driving on a highway there. There's not many lights, not many towns in between. The towns, there aren't any motels in them. You know, and when people plow through like that and they have their brights on, like it just illuminates the whole windshield. You can't see crap. You know, you can't even see the white line on the right that you're supposed to be focusing on when that happens. It's like, you know, I hate that. So, and I didn't want to go over the Mackinac Bridge at night like that. That would have been insane. So, alrighty. Peace.